Now, so can you believe it is week 43 already? This is so scary. So tonight we're going to be talking about what rank can be achieved within 30 to 90 days. So this is going to be such amazing training for all you new people that have got on and just wonder, how long is it going to take me, and how long would it, could I achieve Pro 2 or Pro 3 within the next 90 days? And the answer is a definite yes. I mean, myself and Charlotte, we went Pro 5 in 30 days. Lots of people like that within 30 days. So this is my family, and that's my very annoying OCD husband with a vacuum cleaner. So I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background. So this is me. My name is G. Fletcher, and I live on the Sunshine Coast. I've been with LifeVantage now. I'm a Pro 6. I've been with LifeVantage now for 18 months and absolutely love it. Every day, every month, I just love it more and more and more. The more I know about the science and this company and the integrity, the more I need to sleep. So we're just going to move along. So we just want to welcome all our new distributors. Oh my gosh, we are getting so many new distributors come in every day. I was just working with another lady this morning who has come in, and we just really, and it's, we're really trying to change the way that people perceive network marketing to be. And we want this to be a new era where everyone matters. And this is something that so many people that have been successful in network marketing are so scared to go into another one because, they've either been burnt. And I'm like, we're different. This is a different company and we're a different team. So I hope you get to know our hearts. And as we say, it's called Team Heart, and everyone matters. That is the mantra that we stand for. So a big welcome to everybody who's new. So this week, we're going to talk about the new upcoming events because, man, there is so many events coming up. I am so excited. Lots of announcements, updates, and the new Australia Success Conference. And then we're going to pass over to Charlotte to do some team training. Okay, so the upcoming events. Okay, here we go. Melbourne launch. So looking forward to Melbourne next week, guys. I'm so looking forward to coming down. So there's been some great response on the sticky tickets. Some people have been putting in, and I want to say a big clap. There's been some of you that have put in 10 and 20, 25 guests that you're bringing along. So I reckon we're going to smash Perth. That's our aim, is to smash Perth's figures. But before we have the event, we're actually going to have some training because there is a lot of new people. And you can never not know the basics of network marketing because it is rip and repeat. It's the same thing. There is no magic little formula, but it's setting them good foundational basic trainings. And that's what I'll be doing on the training on the Monday. So at the Royal Brighton Yacht Club. So if you can all jump on sticky tickets, I've seen quite a few distributors haven't signed up yet. So if you could please sign up. It's $20 for distributors, and that includes all the room. It was a lot, really expensive. So this is just our way of being able to contribute a bit. And that's training is 5 till 7. And then if you can get all your guests to come along 7:30 to 8:30. So with your guests, there is sticky tickets. If you go in, you will see this flyer is actually in our page called LifeVantage Australia events. All the events that we're going to be showing you now are all in there. And we're going to be putting more in because I've just had some more that have been confirmed. So if you go in there, you will see the link for sticky tickets in the description. You can also share the event and send private messages to all your guests so they have the details. Please follow up. People don't always, they always say that they're coming, but then life gets in the way. So this is your week for following up with Melbourne and making sure, and then it's going to be a last call again or a message on Sunday. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 7:30. So you really do need 3 follow-ups with all your guests that have said they're coming along. Then we have, actually just before this one, but we haven't put it up, I've just had confirmation that the Sunshine Coast We have got the Sippy Downs Tavern next Thursday. So we're actually going to do a Thursday night. So that's going to be the 2nd of November. That just got confirmed today. So we will have one of these flyers up and an event done in the morning. And please, guys, I really encourage you to get some people along. Lisa Sawyer is doing the product. Again, she's phenomenal. And it's going to be a really, really good opportunity evening. So please, new people come along, as well as invite guests along to that one. And then we have Canberra. Charlotte is going down with Tom. Tom has been with the company for quite some time. He's a really nice guy. He's basically relaunching himself, and he's like, I'm not giving up. I'm out there and I'm going to make this happen. And I just love that about Tom. So Tom has been from a team in Sydney, but I think he's got quite a few people down in Canberra. So they're both going to come down on Sunday, the 5th of November. Again, there is sticky tickets in the description of this event. That is in LifeVantage Australia events page. Training is going to be 11 to 1:45. Then there's lunch, and then there's an opportunity meeting in the afternoon. And then we go back to Perth. Yay! So I'm back over there, and I just heard from Pam that she's coming back with me, which is really good. And in Perth, this is going to be 5 till 7. The training, again, it's going to be at the Crown Casino, and then the opportunity meeting is going to be 7:30 to 8:30. So guys, I really encourage you, once again, that's the 17th of November, to start inviting people. The flyer is up as well, and let's try and get as many people, because this is probably going to be your last one before Christmas. So this is your last big push for your call to action. So I really encourage you to do that. And then our other 2 events, we have a maybe now, because we've had a few people that have said, oh my gosh, is Townsville not happening? I've got some people there. So we're like, okay, if you can get 20 people, confirm that we have 20 guests that we can get to Dr. Fifi, Charlotte and Dr. Fifi will go up and present on Thursday, the 23rd of November. And the only times they can do, because for Dr. Fifi, is 10 a.m. to 11:30. But you'd actually be really surprised how many people can actually attend events like that. And the meetups that Helga and them have, they have loads of people that turn up, and that's at 10 o'clock on a Thursday. So don't think, oh, it doesn't work. A lot of people work for themselves, so they can rearrange things. So let's get some people, and let's try and get Townsville on the map. The other place is Rockhampton. So this is Friday, the 24th of November, and that's just in an evening. The training is, again, 5 till 7, training with Dr. Fifi, because there is actually quite a big team up there from Team Positive and Charlotte. And then the opportunity meeting is going to be 7:30 to 8:30 on Friday, the 24th. And then we have, oh my goodness, this is when we have the Chinese opportunity meeting. And Dr. Fifi, 8:30 to 8:30, the Chinese opportunity with Shelley Sang and Pamela Ferry. Now, Shelley is a Pro-9, and she plans on coming out here to live in the next year, because she can see the opportunity that is in Australia with the Chinese market. And I'll tell you, Darren Jensen, when Charlotte went up to him once and said, can you give me a tip on how we could create momentum in Australia? He said, find one Chinese person. So guys, we have an opportunity to actually be presenting in Brisbane on the Sunday. So Sydney is actually going to be 2 different times. Chinese is the Friday night. And then on Sunday at 11:30 to 1 o'clock is actually the training with Dr. Fifi and Charlotte Venter and Pamela Ferry. And then there's going to be an opportunity meeting 2 till 3. Now, these trainings, Dr. Fifi is actually going to be talking about some of the main peer-reviewed studies that we've had, and which ones should be highlighted and which ones we can talk about with confidence. So she's really going to dissect them and show us what they mean. You know, the study with the MS, the glutathione, all these amazing studies that when I look at it, sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I haven't got a clue what this is saying. She's going to give it to us in layman terms. So it's really going to give you that posture and confidence and belief by going along and hearing Dr. Fifi. So I really encourage you to get along to these. Then we have Dr. Fifi and in Melbourne on Monday the 27th at 5:30 till 7. Again, training with Dr. Fifi, not to be missed. This time it is going to be out in Manning and Doncaster, because that is where the biggest Chinese community is around in Melbourne. And then we're going to have an opportunity, that should be 7:30 or 7:15 till 8, I think. 7:15 till 8. And then we've got the Chinese opportunity meeting straight after, 8:30 to 9:15, with Shelley and Pamela Ferry there as well. And then we also have Brisbane, which is actually the 25th of November. And Dr. Fifi and the Chinese opportunity meeting is going to be on in Brisbane as well. Yes, here, Saturday in Brisbane, 10:30 till 12, training with Dr. Fifi, and then 1 till 2 is the opportunity meeting. Now, that is where you'd really bring all your prospects, but I really encourage you, bring all your physios and your doctors and your exercise physiologists and all these people that have lots of questions for you that you're like, I'm not a scientist, but there's one coming. So really try and get them to come along, and they can meet Dr. Fifi, they can have a chat, and they can ask for all their questions that they've got. And then we're going to have the Chinese opportunity meeting 3:30 to 4:30 as well on Saturday the 25th in Brisbane. This, guys, could really create and just accelerate your business into massive momentum all over Christmas, because Chinese don't have a Christmas. They have a Chinese New Year, which is sometime in January. So if you've got a great team or a few people that have joined you, you could be like rank advancing and everything all through December, which is normally our quiet months, which could be amazing. So the January tour dates with Carrie Dickey and Dr. Mark Gordon, I am so excited about this. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. When you hear Carrie Dickey, the energy she has got is just, it's incredible. And Dr. Mark Gordon, our cardiologist, he has just got such shameless confidence. He has just got such posture, both of them have, that if you brought any skeptic to see these people, they would sign up. I promise you, they would not be able to walk away from that and go, what a load of rubbish. They wouldn't be able to. So just get as many people. This, again, is going to accelerate our business for the new year. And it's all in January. So Saturday, the 20th of January in Brisbane, the 21st, and we'll get you dates and venues and things like that. So Brisbane and Sydney, 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 is training. And then the opportunity meeting is 2 till 3. And then we have Monday, the 22nd, which is Melbourne, which is 5 till 7 in the training, and 7:30 to 8:30 is the opportunity. And oh my goodness, I had no idea. Perth, did you know about this? I didn't know that you have Carrie Dickey and Mark Gordon coming to Perth. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. Man, that's just going to help your business so much. So that's the 24th of January on the Wednesday. Are you excited? Are you excited? Oh my gosh. Come on, Perth, you've got to show them what it's all about now that you've got these people. Woo-hoo, you'll pack it out. Yes, and you will. So that's Wednesday in Perth, the 24th of January. That is so good. Okay, moving along. So February launch Tasmania. Oh my gosh, man, we are going from one end of the country to the next. The 17th and 18th is going to be Launceston and Hobart. So literally Tasmania is asleep at the moment. And they're all like, let's not wake it up till February because they don't do well with all Christmas and stuff. So if we can get 50 people at each event, these are the dates. So as you're in your world at the moment, start thinking about some people you might know in Tasmania and just start connecting with them and saying, hey, really exciting. There's literally only a handful, if that, in all of Tasmania. So if we get 50 people at each event, this is when it's going to be on. I'm sure we all will. Okay, so now on to incentives. What incentives have we got out at the moment? Okay, so the Australia Success Conference. So a lot of people were like, what was that that was actually put up with Pam at our academy? Something about Manly, something about that you can qualify. So this is all the details, a bit more on it. Now, guys, we should all be able to get this. This is something that is really achievable for everybody, and it's really great. So to qualify for one night and a 2-day retreat at Manly Beach. Manly was where I lived for 14 years. It is phenomenal. It's a beautiful place. This is in Sydney, It includes specialist training and team building exercise. So this is only, again, when you're going to accelerate your business. You get $200 per person travel allowance, and all your meals and drinks are included. So the qualifying period is from the end of this month right through to May. So we're going to be starting in October, the end of October, whatever rank you've got to, till May. So the qualifying period is October till May, but what we need to, you need to look at is what was your highest rank in July, August, or September? Were you a Pro 3 and a Pro 4? Let's say you were a Pro 3 in July and a Pro 4 in August and a Pro 3 in September. Well, your rank, your highest rank would be Pro 4. That's what the benchmark that they would be actually bringing you out on. So you earn one invitation by maintaining your rank. So let's say it was Pro 4 for 6 out of the 8 months, with 2 of the months ranking to your next level. So if you got to Pro 4, you've got another 6 that you have to get to Pro 4, and then 2 of them need to be Pro 5. If you haven't even got to any of these, you need to get to Pro 3, and you need to be 6 out of 8 of the months needs to be at Pro 3, with 2 of them being at Pro 4. Earn 2 invitations. So this is 2 airfares, 2 accommodation to bring along either your partner, or to be honest, I'd probably bring along somebody in my team, somebody that you know has been working really, really hard or whatever. By maintaining your rank for 6 out of the 8 months, with 4 of your months ranking to your next level. So let's say it was Pro 3, 4 of the months you ended up going Pro 4. And then you'll get 2 that you'll be able to bring. Okay, so for Pro 5, this is earn 1 invitation by maintaining your rank for 6 out of the 8 months. So if you went Pro 5 July, August, or September, or if you go now, then you need to maintain it for 6 out of the 8. Earn 2 invitations by creating 1 new personally enrolled Pro 3 during the promotion period, which is really achievable. If we're not helping our people get to Pro 3, which is actually the platform of our business, we're not doing this right. So anyone who's a Pro 5 should definitely be getting the 2 invitations here. Okay, so specials for the new launches. So if somebody comes to any of these launches, and in Canberra, Townsville, Rockhampton, or Tasmania, new distributors coming in will get free shipping and an extra free event ticket in their pack. So this is all worth about $100. So they will be actually able to get this if they come in to Canberra, Tasmania, Rockhampton, Tasmania. Why we haven't put Melbourne here is that we've already been doing events down in Melbourne. We're just saying that we're launching Bayside, which is an area of Melbourne, but we've actually had quite a few events already in Melbourne. Okay, so mark these dates. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Seriously, guys, you don't want to miss out on something like this. And I've been working with people because I'm believing that I'm going to have in my team at least 10 people come, if not more. And Charlotte's written the top 20 up here. So I really encourage you that if you still want to look at this, I just worked out with somebody today. I think they had it that they were going to need to be Pro 5 and that. And we worked out with, you know, outside leg growth and rank promotions and that really they only need to get to Pro 4 and maintain that. And when they knew that, they were like, oh my gosh, I can so do this. And it just put fire in their belly. So if you know that you think you can make it, you know, give me a message or give Charlotte a message and just say, can you just run through this with me and see, am I on the right track? What do I need to actually get there? Because we would love to see 20, 25, 30 people from Team Heart United there in the Bahamas. And you get to hang with all the elites, all the doctors, all the chiropractors, man, everyone you sit next to, you just soak and just grab nuggets off them all day. Plus it's fun and you get to go with your partner. So yeah, we really want to see as many people there. Okay, so the loyalty points and the customer referral points are not redeemable yet, but we will advise that this is going to be happening really, really soon. But they are in the system. And I was looking at a customer's today, and she does have 120 points. you know, but she could see that it says the customer referral points redemption is coming soon. So she was happy enough to wait once I explained that to her. The call to action webinars. We were saying that we were going to do 3 live webinars, but what we felt was when you've actually got somebody and you've said to them, okay, you know, I'd love to show you something. Are you available? Would you look at a video of about, you know, 10 minutes if I sent it over? And they go, sure. And you send them the abcyellowpill.com, or you may send them the NRF2 video. And then they go, wow, that was really good. And then you're thinking, crap, what next? Well, what would be really good to send next is to say, have you got 30 minutes? I would love to send you, we've got these up-to-date recorded information. It's like an opportunity meeting, and it goes through all about the company, all about the products, and really a little bit, it touches on the business side as well. So this is the next thing that I'm going to send you. So this is going to be another tool for you. So the first tool will be a video that you send. The next tool, if you can't get them to come to an opportunity meeting, or you're not launching yourself, you don't have your own personal ones, or else if someone's like, look, I'm ready, what next can I watch? I would really recommend that you say, right, the next stage is that you would watch an opportunity meeting. So when do you think you'd be able to watch this? It goes for about 30 minutes. Oh yeah, tonight. Okay, so I'll call you maybe around 12 o'clock tomorrow, and we can have a chat and see what you liked in it. And then the next day you ring up, because you've booked a meeting from a meeting, bam, bam, and then you ring up and say, hey, what did you like about it? Isn't it amazing? What were your favorite bits? You never start with what or how. It's just like, what did you like most about it? Let's keep it up on a positive. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Charlotte's going to be interviewed by Darren Jensen, our CEO, on Thursday at 5 a.m. Queensland time. So this is going to be so exciting that he's recognizing now that we have leaders and elites over in Australia. So this is a real honor. So I'm so excited for Charlotte, and we just need to, just jump on there. If you're not able to get up at 5 a.m., and I know the Perth girls, that would be 3 a.m., jump on the live afterwards. It's always under Darren Jensen, and comment and put up hearts and say, woo, Australia, because people watch it throughout that next 24 hours. So let's get on and support her and give her lots of love. No, it won't be 7 a.m. here. It'll be 3 a.m., Kate. Okay, so I'm just going to pass you over to Charlotte now, and she's going to be talking about how you rank Advanced and Pro 3 on, within 30 to 90 days.
Awesome. Thanks so much, G. Yeah, guys, how exciting. I got a text on the weekend from Darren's, one of the PAs there, Dana Fortune, and she just said, hey, Darren wants to interview you. So it's really exciting. And guys, if you didn't watch Darren's live, one of the ones he did last week, she tagged me in it and she said, go and listen, because he actually gave a massive shout out to Australia. And he said, well done, Australia. You've just had your convention. And he said about how proud they were of us and how special this country is and what we've created here. And he just congratulated every single one of you for going there and for what we're doing in this country. So it's really worth listening to. So guys, if we haven't met, my name is Charlotte Venter, and I'm one of your leaders in this team based on the Sunshine Coast. This is my gorgeous family, my husband Andre of 25 years, and my son Brandon, he's 24, and our daughter Robin, she's 21. And yeah, we all live together, not for too long, because Brandon is off to Canada for a whole year in about a week's time, but he'll be back, and we're one very close, happy family. Guys, a couple of things I want to mention to you. Thank you to those of you that came to the Simon Chan training on Thursday. We had a fabulous day, and it was a real privilege to have you there. And, you know, next time we'll give others a turn as well. So we've been really, really blessed by Simon. He's given us an incredible offer. And we're still working out the dynamics of how to make sure we do this fairly. But the really cool announcement that I want to make is say to you that Simon in February has a 3-day conference in Brisbane. It's called the No BS, No Hype Convention. And it's a 3-day convention at the Convention Centre in Brisbane. And guys, the tickets go for $497 each. But Simon has incredibly offered me 40 tickets at $47 each because I do coaching with him. So we are going to find a way of how we can fairly offer those to you guys as a team. And of course, I will try my very best to get a few more. I know they're just about sold out. So hang tight. Within the next day or so, we'll come to you and offer those tickets to you. But it's going to be an incredible convention. I've seen what they're offering over the 3 days, and it's going to be for old and new network marketers. So isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh, to think for a convention of $497, guys, you can get for $47, which is a real blessing. So hang tight. We'll share that with you. Guys, also on Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, I have a launch happening with Rachel. So she's doing an opportunity meeting for me, and you know I'm hustling, getting some prospects, my own prospects on there. But I do want to say to you, if you have somebody that you would prefer to be on a Rachel opportunity meeting, please just look out for my announcement. I'll put it up later on in the week. And it'll be Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, Queensland time. And it's going to be on one of the Zooms. I'm just not sure what Zoom number yet, but it's going to be made available for you. So if you have got that special distributor that may be sitting on the fence and you just need that something extra to get them over the line, it may be that webinar, excuse me, that can do it for you. So just keep that in mind. Saturday morning, 8 o'clock. I will introduce Rachel, and then she will do the webinar about 30 minutes long. So feel free to join us on there or to bring your prospects. Guys, today I want to have a look at one of the key ranks in your business. And, you know, what rank do I need to or can I aim for in my first 30 to 90 days? I know we have so many new distributors, and we also have so many distributors that are at the Pro 1, Pro 2 rank. So I want to share with you that, you know, a really good rank to aim for within, excuse me, for some people within their first 30 days. Others, it may take 60 or 90 days. But really, at the longest, it should take you 90 days to get to Pro 3 if you are working your business consistently. So the nuts and bolts of what we need to do to grow our business, you know, this is if you want to get to Pro 4, 5, 6, 7, right up to Pro 12, is we need to develop Pro 3s. Pro 3 is a foundational rank in our business. It is also the rank where the full compensation plan opens up to you. So all the commission available you start earning when you turn Pro 3. And guys, as I mentioned before, with serious effort, so if you're really focused and you work hard, you could achieve Pro 3 within 30 days. Many people do that. And with working consistently over 30 to 90 days, you should achieve Pro 3. This rank is a big building block as well as Pro 5, but specifically Pro 3. And if you just duplicated developing more Pro 3s in your business, this could get you to being a Pro 12. So guys, listen to this again, because the day this really sunk into my head, I started understanding what I needed to do to go from Pro 7 to Pro 8. And then to go from Pro 8 to Pro 9, all I've got to do is develop Pro 3s in my business. Do you know the difference from going from being Pro 7 to going to Pro 8 is 20 new Pro 3s. Can you believe that? 20 new Pro 3s. Now remember, that's not personally enrolled, guys. That's in your entire downline, in your entire business. 20 new distributors come in, you help them get to Pro 3, and that gives you 100,000 points in volume. It's pretty incredible. 50% of Pro 3s stay active in this business, and they stay for a minimum of 64 months. That's huge, guys. If you think about how many people come in as a distributor, you know, we know 80%, right, of people that will come in as a distributor will actually end up doing nothing or very little. And now we know that if we helped somebody get some quick wins, and within their first 60 or 30 to 90 days make Pro 3, well, they're going to stay for 5 years. This is LifeVantage statistics. It's not industry statistics. It is what LifeVantage is telling us. So what do I need to be a Pro 3? So guys, for you new distributors, what does that mean? You know, Pro 3 may just sound like, oh, what the heck is that? Well, guys, it means you need 5,000 points overall in your business. So this is in your entire downline. So when you bring in somebody, whatever order they place, those points count towards yours. And if they bring in somebody, whatever order they place, those points also count towards your total points. So in total, overall, you need 5,000 points to be a Pro 3. This could be you and one other distributor. It could be you and maybe 2 other distributors. For those of you that don't know, well, every pack in our business and every product has a point value attached to it. So for products, Pro Tandem is 40 points. Our tru-science regimen is 160 points. You can, of course, also buy the tru-science products individually, and they each have their own points. But if look at this, if you bring in a distributor as a platinum pack distributor, your business gets given 1,000 points for that. If you bring in a gold pack, it's 500, or silver, it's 250. Now, remember, in total, you need 5,000 points to make the Pro 3 rank, right? So 5,000 and 1,000 is comes in on a platinum pack. That shows you need 5 people in 1 month, or you just need 1 other distributor to help you in month 2 bring in another platinum pack. So let's say you start off, it's just you, and this is month 1, right? It's just you. And in month 1, you bring in 1 distributor. And that 1 distributor and you, there's now 2 of you. In month 2, go and each bring in 1 more. So that's 2,000 points. But now month 3, guys, you've got 4 distributors. And if you each bring in 1 pack on a platinum, or 1 distributor on a platinum pack, that's 4,000 points. And then you can make up the balance in month 3 by, you know, product sales and customers in that. So that's the kind of model to follow to ensure that by month 3, you are a Pro 3 in rank. Our goal in Team Heart is for every single one of you to be at least a Pro 3 by December. Put up in the chat if that's you. If you want to be a Pro 3 by the end of December, please just put up a comment in the chat and say, yes, that's me. And together tonight, we're going to stand and believe with you, and we're going to help you and know that you are going to be that Pro 3. So step 1 for you, what is important? Well, please know why you're doing this business, okay? You've got to understand, guys, why you're doing it. Is it because you want money? Well, money isn't enough. Why do you want the money? What's the money going to do for you? Why is that money important? That's what we want to know. Why is it that you do this business? And you know why it's important? so that you can hold yourself accountable. So let's say you decided you're going to save up $10,000 because next year, Easter, you want to take the kids, on a holiday, maybe to Disney World. Well, be accountable. Put up pictures of Disney World in your office or next to your bathroom mirror. What is your why? Is it to maybe pay off a car loan? Well, put a picture of the bank and put a big red cross right through the bank. Doesn't that feel great? Now you're going to pay off that debt, okay? Make it feel emotional, guys. It's got to really touch you where it hurts. And also think about what are the consequences if you don't do it. One of my distributors, her, the lovely Josie. Well, Josie said this to me one day when I started talking with her. She said, Charlotte, it's not so much what I want, it's more what's going to happen if I don't do this. And it's a consequence, right? So that if I don't do this for Josie, I'm sure she won't mind me sharing, but it would mean that she'd have to go and find a job and work for a boss. Oh my gosh, that's enough to make me work really hard every day. So sometimes you got to have a look at what is the consequence if I don't do what I said I wanted to do. So know why you're doing this. Step number 2, what are you willing to give up? Guys, nothing comes easy. Nothing good comes easy. Nothing secure, stable, long-term comes easy. If you think it does, you are delusional, because it doesn't. It's going to take work and you're going to have to give up some stuff. It may be, time. You may need to give up some money because you need to invest in yourself, in some self-development. You may need to give up some bad habits of maybe, staying up late watching TV and then not being able to get out of the bed early in the morning. What is it for you? Know what it is for you. What are you willing to give up? Because remember, we want to get you to Pro 3 by December. And guys, for you that have brought in distributors, for those of you that have brought in distributors, this is as important for you to listen to as it is for that new distributor, because it's your job to help them get to Pro 3. Ultimately, remember, if you get them to Pro 3, 50% of Pro 3s stay for 5 years. That's tremendously long. Step number 3 is have the right expectations, because we want to set you up for success. So this business is not easy. It is not easy. It takes hard work. That is why it's called network marketing. It takes work. It is simple. It really is simple. There's just simple steps to follow, but you do need to have endurance. I actually always call it the 3 Ps. You need to be passionate, you need to be persistent, and you need to persevere. You need to have perseverance. Passionate, persistent, and perseverance. So be passionate about what you want to achieve for your family, for your future, for your legacy. What are they going to say one day when you are gone? What are they going to say about you? So remember, passion about your life and your family. Perseverance. You're going to get people say no. That's okay. Just keep going. There's lots out there that will say yes, because they're waiting for you. They're just waiting for you to share what you have. And then, what was the other one? Perseverance. I can't think now. I've forgotten. Anyway, it'll come back to me now. So, guys, it takes work. You got to work, right? Are you a minimum person or are you a pro? Do you know what I mean by minimum? When you're a minimum person, you're coming on a starter kit only. And this is, guys, there are exceptions, right? So this is just a person with a minimum mindset. Always want to pay the least, want to do the least. That's a minimum mindset. But a pro, hey, you go full out. You give it all you have. What category do you fall in? And also, you can't have a minimum performance in this business, guys. You really need to work hard, because we want to give you a maximum result, right? And a minimum performance is not going to give you that. So step number 4 is learn the basics. Simple. Know 3 things about the product, about the company, and about the compensation plan. You don't need to know it all up front, just know the basics. Number 5, you have to go to all the events, guys. It is absolutely it's a no-brainer, because this business seriously is built on events. So your local events, our country events, we don't go to all the overseas events. We just do the global one, which is October next year. So please diarize that. October next year, guys. If you want to take your family to the States, this is the perfect opportunity. We did that last year. You know what we did? We rented one of those big RVs that you see in the movies. And we went to global, we went to Utah, we had the convention, and then we had 2 weeks of traveling the States in this huge big bus, which was just so much fun. So plan it, put it in your diary, set it as a goal. Next year, October, we are going to Utah. And then we're going to go travel after that and get to know a little bit more about the States. How much fun. So guys, don't miss any events, and try and budget and diarize that global event in your calendar as well. Step number 6 is you just build your list, right? So you have 3 types of markets when you start this business. You have a hot market, you have a warm one, and cold. Now, hot, guys, is always your family and friends. And the method to use with family and friends is don't try and recruit them into your business, because they're not probably not going to join your business. But what you can say to them is, "Hey, Mom, can you please support me? I've just started this new business. Can you please buy my product every month and use it just for 3 months and then see how you go?" Okay, sister, brother, uncle, auntie, cousin, nephew, granny, you can use them as support, guys, in your business. So you should be able to enroll 4 or 5 customers, easy, quick like that, in your as part of your support chain. Number 2 is your warm market. So warm market is somebody that you know, but it's not family, right? So these guys, you can ask them something like this: "Hey G, I'm so excited. I've just started a new business and I can see myself and my family going to the States in October next year from the income I make from this. But you know what? I'm so new. Would you mind if I practice on you?" Guys, do you know what? If that person has any kind of a 1 cell of an entrepreneur in their body, when they hear your story and they hear what you say when you practice, they're going to go, "You better tell me more." So your warm market, you use them to practice on. Okay, and your cold market, make some lists. Make a health list of people that you know that are really into their health and fitness and eating well. Then make a list of people that you know are really into business, and make a list of just randoms. It can be your, just some friends, like doesn't have to be anything specific, and then approach them based on what's in that list. So health people, you can say, "Hey Susie, I know you're such a fitness expert. Gosh, I've discovered an incredible product and I would love your advice on this or your thoughts about this product." So use their expertise, compliment them on that, and then ask them to do you a favor and check out the product. And you can do much the same with the business people, guys. Try different scripts, different methods all the time. I find that in this business, we're constantly trying new things and reinvent what we do, just in terms of scripts and language that we use. So try different things. Don't be scared to do that. Number 7, every single day you got to add at least 2 people to your list. Every day. So if you're on social media, guys, make new friends every single day. Okay? Number 8 is text. Now, guys, I believe, and I've seen this in a different company, Eric Worre does a brilliant texting method with network marketing companies. So sometimes when he has conventions, he gets the people there and then, and I was in one of those a few years back, where he gets the people there and then to text. Do you know what I learned again this weekend with Simon Chan? It is now a dead set confirmed statistic that the best method of making contact with anyone is a text, not a phone call. Guys, things are changing rapidly. Even Darren Jensen on one of his lives last week said this. He said, when somebody phones me, I am immediately interrupted and frustrated, thinking, now, who is that? Whereas when they text, it is almost like it's a more, it's a friendlier method of communication because they're not interrupting me. I can handle that text later on. He talks about his children as teenagers that will never take his call. Like he'd phone and they wouldn't answer. And then seconds later, he'd get a text from the child saying, yeah, Dad, what's up? That's happened to me so many times. I've heard my husband say to my hubby Andre say to Robin, my daughter, many times, why don't you answer my call? Well, because people don't want to answer calls anymore. They want to just get a text or a Facebook message, guys. Put it up in the chat if you have teenagers or you have found somebody, they don't answer your call and straight away you get a text back like, hey, is everything okay? Like, you know that person saw your call, right? But they just didn't want to answer. And that is the way the world is going. So follow what the world's doing. So this is a great testimony as well. So Darren says that last year, June, LifeVantage, I think it was the year before actually, LifeVantage had Eric Worre do some training, and Eric Worre challenged everybody in the month of June to use text and to text 10 people every single day and just say this, hey, how's it going? You want to go for coffee? Or hey, how's it going? What's happening in your life? That's it. And guys, that month, LifeVantage had the biggest sales ever, even up to now. Why? Because people are afraid to make a phone call. I know you are, and to be dead honest, I don't enjoy them. Like, I don't walk into my office and think, yay, I'm going to call 10 people today. No, I don't. But if I had to just text 10, I'm cool with that. So I want to put a challenge out to you and say, for the next, we've got this call to action happening, right, guys? For the next 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, why don't you just text 10 people in your contact list on your phone? Or Facebook message. Facebook message is very much like a text. Are you up for that? Just give it a go and see what happens. Here's a statistic. 30 to 80% respond on a phone. Hold on. Sorry, 30%. Like, so if you're making a call or a text, 30% will take the call, whereas 80% will respond to your text. So it's a 30 compared to an 80% result of getting hold of that person. And it is sort of a known thing. If you don't reply to somebody's text, you're just a jerk. Do you agree? Like, you do reply, right? Most of us do. So guys, before you go to bed tonight, can I challenge you? Do 10. Just give it a go. Just do 10. Just say, hey mate, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? 10 times. That's it. Want to go for coffee? Try it, okay? You're going to be blown away. So guys, how's your call to action going? So for those of you that don't have a clue what I'm talking about, last weekend we put out a call to action and we said to Australia, right, Australia, if you start today, so it was last week Monday the 18th of October until the end of November, and you contacted 200 people. Now you may think, what? 200 people? Come on, guys. You all have at least 1,000 or so people on Facebook, and I bet you there's 200 people there that you haven't spoken to, maybe never spoken to, or most of them, it's been a long time since you've spoken to them. I can almost guarantee that every person here has 200 people either on Facebook or on your phone contact list that you have not spoken to. I know it. I know it. You sitting there thinking, well, that's not me. I think you have 200 people. So we put out a challenge and we said, if you make contact with those people between the 15th of October and the end of November, and you just put a tool in front of them, you invite them, guys. So you invite them and say, hey, how's it going? We haven't chatted for so long. Have a bit of a chat, guys. Not a long, you don't have to do a long conversation. Just, hey, Robin, I'm so excited. I have started this journey building my business from home while I've still got my job, which is, so there's no risk for me in my income. I would love for you to have a look at it. Do you have 15, 20 minutes? That's all you got to do with those 200 people? Just 200 people? So invite them either to have a look at the product or to look at the business on Thursday nights, guys, every single week until the end of November. Thursday night, 7:30 Queensland time, as G mentioned before, we will have a webinar presented live only about the product, nothing about the company or the business, just about the product. And then, guys, by tomorrow, we will have a couple of variations of webinars, 30 minutes max, recorded for you that you can send out to those prospects. So you're going to invite them to look at something and you're going to get the link of the webinar to send out to them, and it's going to be short and sweet. Man, we've worked hard on this presentation, guys, to give you the best presentation we could put together. So all you got to do is send it out to them, let them have a look, and you know what? If the timing is right for them, they're going to say yes. If the timing isn't right, what you've got to do, very, very, very important, is say to them, thank you so much for looking, or thank you so much for chatting if they didn't look. Would it be okay if in 3 months' time I came back to you and shared about my journey or shared about how things have gone? And everybody's going to say yes. They're not going to say no. Then slot them into your diary. So in 3 months' time, you go back to them again. And I can tell you guys what's going to happen in the meantime is they're going to be watching you. They're going to be watching you, right? And what you're doing, guys, is you're taking 200 names of people or 200 people that would have just been on your list, and you're actually slotting them into your funnel of leads. That's what we're doing. We're taking names out of your contact list, offering them to look. If they say no, we're then slotting them into your diary so that you have a continuous funnel of leads coming through. And that is how you build your business in network marketing. So guys, I think I've covered everything. Gee, I don't know if you've been looking at the chat. I see there's lots of comments in there. Are there any questions in there? Oh, sorry.
Awesome, can't wait to get the link, putting it together. We're in so much of the need of a product video. Yes, that's going to be really good, and we've really been working with Team Positive and us to really come up with something, great minds all together. So we're kind of using a bit of their product knowledge that they talk about and what we talk about, and we've come up with something really special, I think. So that's really good. Can't wait putting it all together. Oh my gosh, Christine James, I have 585 contacts. Yeah, that's the thing. I have so many people that say to me, I don't know any people. And I say, okay, let's start with your Facebook, and I can see 180 friends. We're going to start there, and then we're going to get your phone out, and then they go, okay, enough.
Yeah.
So you'd be surprised. And do you know one thing? I've been listening to so many people. There was somebody that Jessica Crate had interviewed, and she was a nurse. She was a nurse practitioner, and this lady had done nursing with her 15 years beforehand. So talk about just a random, had her list and rang her, but they were at high noon because her husband had just had a stroke the week before or 2 weeks before. He was in a really bad way. So she had been looking at hearing about oxidative stress and all these things. And then this lady rang her out of the blue and just said, hey, I just want to tell you about something. I know you're into health and wellness, about this product that I found that reduces oxidative stress. Bingo. This lady was like, you're kidding me. This is all I've heard about recently. Oh my gosh, you are an answer to our prayers. We have been praying for something to actually come to us that we might be able to help my husband with. And she's gone out, they've both gone on to do the business. So, you know, is she feeling that she pestered this person she hadn't spoken to in 15 years? No. That woman's really, really grateful, and she's really grateful. So I never think, I haven't spoken to them for so long, I'm going to feel like such a jerk ringing them up. She's just going to think I'm doing it for the money. You know, people aren't. We don't know who's at high noon. How do you know if you haven't spoken to them? They might be sitting there at that very, very moment. I remember Susan Sly, 5th time. I think she had tried to commit suicide on her 5th time. And she said, God, if you're real, you need to give me a sign. And this woman said, this is my 5th time ringing you, but I really feel I need to ring you and tell you about this company. And Susan Sly went on to be a multi-millionaire with Isogenics. So we don't know when someone's high noon is, and we shouldn't be predetermining when it is. So by texting, it may get you out of that feeling of pestering.
Yeah, you know, guys, I actually this weekend listening to Simon Chan and what these other leaders across Australia are doing, I had a little bit of an epiphany, like a big moment. Like I thought, you know what, like people are so afraid of network marketing because they think it's about calling and phoning people. But text, anybody can do a text. Text is so easy, like seriously. Okay, so, you know, guys, the way you start off, of course, is the text. But ultimately, you do want to get the person on the phone or on a Zoom. But if you break the ice with a text, it's so much easier. Just go out and do it. You know, I always think about this, is I don't think anybody on here is annoyed with a person that introduced Protandem to them. I don't think any of you guys is annoyed with the person that's introduced the business to you. We're just grateful, aren't we? So come from that space in your mind that the person that's ultimately going to say yes is going to be so happy that you showed them, right? So guys, just don't Facebook message more than, guys, be very careful with your Facebook messaging. Don't copy paste, like more than, you know, even if you just do 5 and then take a break and then maybe later on do 5 again. If you just sit and you copy paste the same message and send it to like 20, 30, 40 Facebook people, Facebook will block you. Okay, they don't want you doing that. So be very careful. Thanks for that tip. I forgot to mention that. But guys, try and keep the message personal. Yeah, I agree. So guys, thank you so much for hopping on here. Thank you so much, G, for doing all that as well. And yeah, I wish you guys luck this week. Have a wonderful week. Just stay in action, keep going. Well done to all of you that are doing so fabulously well. We are so proud of every single one of you. And as always, we're here to support you, encourage you, and love you. So thank you so much for joining us and have a great week. See you guys. Bye.